Hi, friends in Jesus Christ. Have you ever thought of why our country, India, is suffering, especially in its border issues between India and Pakistan, India and China, India and Sri Lanka, and India and Nepal? It's good sometimes we should think about that, and we will get a wonderful message. Recently there were lots of issues between India and China, especially in the Nathula mountain pass in Sikkim, also in Arunachal Pradesh, and also the mountain range of Himalaya and Jammu and Kashmir. Lots of issues on and off to this place, mostly between India and Pakistan, and also India and China. And we remember the war that between India and China was due to the disputes about its own borders, and also two famous wars between India and Pakistan. We know earlier there was a wonderful war in which India's INS Vikrant destroyed Karachi port. It was very famous. And also the Kargil war, in which both the wars India were the winners. But whatsoever it might be, what's the reason behind all this? And sometimes also there is a disputes between India and Sri Lanka regarding India's sea borders. In many occasions, India's many fishermen are taken arrested to the Sri Lankan jails and the Sri Lankan policemen due to the encroachment of the Indian fishermen. It's sometimes happening without knowledge, without any deliberation. But why all these are happening? Why all these confusions? Have you ever thought of it? And there is also a recent news regarding Nepal, so some kind of plotting against India with the support of China. Why all these things are happening? We should know a real thing what had happened earlier. India's independence was fixed, the transfer of power was fixed June 30th, 1948 by Mountbatten, the Lord Mountbatten, the last viceroy to India. And that was a mandate that had been given by the British Parliament to the last viceroy to India. But the viceroy observed the things were going very worse in India, the riots are taking place everywhere. It's very well clear from the words of C. Rajgopal Acharya, who said, if he had not given the power on 15th of August, there would have been no power left to give. So it's a very famous quotation. You know why? What's the reason? Because India was firing everywhere. Lots of distractions or a lot of riots are taking place. So it was anticipated, and the anticipation date was 15th of August 1947, and it was the anniversary, the second anniversary of Japan's surrender in the Second World War. So these are the conditions, and so prior to that, in hurry, they have entrusted a person called Cyril Radcliffe, a lawyer in the British Court of Law, and he was a well-recognized person, a chancellor in the Warwick University, and also a man known as a Lord of the Law. He was entrusted to decide the boundaries of India, to draw the boundaries of three countries, that is India, Eastern Pakistan, and also Western Pakistan, the present Bangladesh. Although he was very famous, unfortunately he never traveled to India before. That's one thing. And secondly, he was not known to the cultures of India, the sentiments of India. And thirdly, he was given only a short span of 2 weeks to complete the marking of India's borders. And above all, there was a big plotting is done that the British government was very particular that there should be an eternal dispute between the borders of India and the surrendering neighboring countries to suppress the financial developments of India in the future. So these are the reasons what I feel. But from the incident of this particular person, although he was so famous, I mean Cyril Radcliffe, But the lesson we get is this, very simple. A physician who is ignorant of the medicine can kill a lot many patients. So let's take this message into our heart, and let's be cautious that if we do not know many things, let's keep silent. So this is a message we get from this wonderful, dangerous disputes that's taking place every day between India's neighbors and our own country itself. Let's ask Jesus to help each one of us to build and construct a wonderful, peaceful nation. Amen.